Commission meeting to order on this Tuesday, July 15th, 2025. It is now 4:30. The meeting will begin. Can you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence after?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you, Commissioner Cynthia. Roll call, please.
Talmadge.
Here.
Kubaki.
Yes, here.
Mosley Shelton.
Here.
Myrex.
Here.
Hopper.
Here, all five are present, 4 in chambers, 1 by Zoom. Okay, number 3, declaration of conflict of interest. Okay, number 4, communications.
Mr. President, the Planning and Development and Hammond Redevelopment Commission office received a memo from Cynthia Rangel on July 11, 2025, giving updates on the Hammond Redevelopment Commission-owned lots, and staff recommends that the following list be referred to staff with authorization to advertise a request for proposal for the sale of real estate for the the sites commonly known as 819 175th Place, 6244 Holman Avenue, 6248 Holman Avenue, 6252 Holman Avenue, 4427 Wabash Avenue.
Okay. Yeah, then just for the record, we have this communication and will be referred to staff then.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Cynthia. You've been doing a real good job with these lots.
Thank you.
All right. Brings us to number 5, staff report. Juan, would you like to share anything tonight?
Thank you, Mr. President. The updates that we have, the economic development team meets monthly with the city planning for project updates, have all our project aligned, and we do this monthly. It's very productive on both ends. Economic development team also meets monthly with the Hammond Urban Enterprise Association and the Hammond Development Corp for project updates, downtown Hammond updates, programs offered to businesses and community. Our office conducts monthly business retention visits to support and retain local businesses for economic stability and growth. We build relationships and identify the needs and the challenges, if any. We just had a YMCA tour visit at the new YMCA Crossroads in Hammond. They gave us an update that they now have 33,000 new memberships there, and they have about approximately 13,000 weekly visits. We recently attended when I say recently, back in March, we attended a public meeting with the Gary Public Transportation Corp regarding the bus stops that they have in Hammond. They currently have the stops into downtown Hammond Strax, Cal College, South Hammond Walmart, Marina District Walmart, Strax on 119th, 165th Corridor, which is the Food for Less, Sportsplex, Purdue Northwest, and they're currently working on a stop in the Hesville area. Upcoming events that we have, finally it's here, Festival of the Lakes Weeks. It'll be from July 16th to July 20th. For more information regarding the performances, the acts, the amusement park, tickets, parking, cost, all that, please go to the festivaloflakes.com website. July 12th, the Mayor's Gold Cup Rotary Run 5K along Wolf Lake was at 8 a.m. Hundreds of runners, well attended, great success as always. July 19th, 2025, we have our Persons and Disabilities Day from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's free for those who register. It includes lunch, rides, parking, goodie bags. For more information, please contact Cynthia Rangel at 219-853-7311. On August 27, 2025, we have Mayor's Night Out, 4th District at O'Bannon Elementary School, 6:30 to 8:30. On September 18, 2025, we have our annual job fair at the Hammond Civic Center, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. over 60 businesses looking to hire, very well attended by those looking for jobs that are underemployed or unemployed. This is one of the largest job fair in Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland. August 9th to September 20th, 2025, on consecutive Fridays, we have our summer concert series free. Gates open at 6, show starts at 7. For more information, go to gohammond.com and click on the summer concerts tab. And on September 25th, 2025, we have our annual Realtors Breakfast, 9 a.m. at the Emerald Green. For more information, please call Darrell White at 219-853-6508.
Thank you, Juan. A lot of informative information. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Mr. President.
All right. I guess we'll move along then. Number 6 is our homebound conditional forgivable loan approval for Samuel Valdez at 7009 California Avenue.
Good afternoon, Commission. Samuel is attended by Zoom. He's a Hammond police officer. He's applying for the forgivable loan in the amount of $10,000 to purchase 7009 California Avenue.
Can you hear me, Sam?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay.
Good afternoon. So
Good afternoon to you, too.
you have a police officer. How did you hear about our program?
You said what? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, how did you hear about our program?
I was recommended through one of our staffs in our offices.
Okay. Are you a first-time home buyer?
Yes, sir, I am.
And if I could ask you one more little thing, who's your realtor?
My realtor, his name is Emilio. He's with the company of listing lenders.
Listing leaders, yeah. Okay. I'll have
Yes,
some-
or leaders, yes.
Yeah. I have another question. Anyone else have any questions?
No,
about that?
just to make a comment to you, Mr. Valdez, thank you for serving us as a police officer and residing in Hammond.
No problem.
We do
You're
appreciate that.
welcome.
Mr. President, there's no further discussion or any questions. I'd like to make a motion for the approval for the homebound conditional forgivable loan for Mr. Samuel Valdez at 7009 California Avenue.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Myrick, second by Commissioner Tomage. That's for the homebound conditional forgivable loan approval for Samuel Valdez at 7009 California Avenue. Roll call, please.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Kubaki.
Yes.
Mosley Shelton.
Yes.
Myrick.
Yes.
Pupperidge.
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. Congratulations, Mr. Valdez.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And be safe out there, okay, officer?
I very much will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, if you want to sign off, you may, Sam. If you want to still watch, it's up to you, but thank you.
All right, you guys have a good rest of your day, okay?
All right.
Thank you.
You as well.
All right, bye.
Okay, brings us to 7, approval and agreement for services between the Hammond Redevelopment Commission and Spec Dempsey LLC.
Good evening to the board and staff. Dean Button, city engineer. So we're asking for your consideration of an agreement between the Redevelopment Commission and Spec Dempsey. Jeff Speck, as you should be well aware of, is the consultant that we hired a number of years ago to work on the downtown Hammond master plan. And his involvement in these downtown improvement projects are real instrumental in making sure that we're doing everything that sort of makes our place walkable and more inviting to the surrounding community. This particular request is an agreement for services for what I refer to as the east entry or the Kissin Ride, which is the east approach to where the new downtown Hammond station is. The station itself will basically straddle the line at Russell Street, so right near the county courthouse. And this approach is from Oakley going westbound towards the station, and then it will make a connection to Fayette to the north. So it'll be a two-way street that sort of flows in both directions. And so we like Mr. Speck's involvement in terms of the general urban planning for that particular project. In this case, the project is funded 100%, designed by the city, but the construction, we received a grant from the Northwest Indiana Regional Development Authority to pay for 80% of the construction of the realigned Russell Street that's going to happen downtown. And that won't happen for probably 2 to 3 years. I want to say the letting is in 28, which is late 27 or early 2028. That's because of all the federal requirements it takes to get through the environmental process, which is generally a 2-year process. The prime consultant on the project is Lockmuller, but we want to hire Speck Dempsey as our consultant to manage that overall project. The fee is in place, is planned for $20,000. It's a not to exceed an hourly rate contract. And the Redevelopment Commission has hired Jeff in previous contracts. So I invite you to approve the agreement, and I would take any questions that the commissioners might have.
Mr. President, if there are no further questions, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of agreement for services between the Hammond Redevelopment Commission and Speck Dempsey LLC.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Shelton, second by Commissioner Tomage. If there's no further questions or discussion, roll call then, please.
Tomage,
Yes.
Kubaki,
Yes.
Mosley Shelton,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes. 5 yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Number 8 is an approval of proposal for soil characterization for management planning for former Memorial Park, 1301 Highland Street.
Me again. And on the project again, this commission has approved, to my knowledge, at least the prime agreement with EnviroForensics, one supplemental agreement. This is your second supplemental agreement for EnviroForensics. Today I have with me Matthew Bono from EnviroForensics. I'm grateful that Matt would be here. He's really the technical expert, and so Matt will address the board on the plan and answer any questions you might have if I or can't answer them. I'll turn it over to you, Matt.
Certainly. Yes, our proposal involves collecting a few more soil samples out there to be able to move things along. There's a little bit of lead out in the soil out there, fairly common for the area. A few areas where we want to be able to designate whether soil can stay in place, it's not going to be an issue, whether it needs to come out to protect the people that are going to be doing the development and excavation out there. And then last group would be soil that needs to be placed strategically, maybe under roads or where it's not going to be an issue for anybody when the property is ultimately developed. So it's just one last bit of refinement out there. We'll develop a plan that we can provide to the development team out there. The Dyer Construction is running that. We've been working with them, discussing their scope to help understand how they're planning on approaching everything, and finding a way to make the most economic use of the soil already on site rather than having to bring in even more, although I understand there's quite a bit of soil already on its way.
Okay. Thank you, Matt. Does anybody have any questions or?
So is this a not to exceed 27,
Yes, not to exceed.
27 and 488.37?
Correct.
Mr. President, there's no further discussion or any questions. I'd like to make a motion for the approval of proposal, soil characterization for management planning for former Memorial Park, 1301 Highland Street.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Myrick, second by Commissioner Tomage. With no further questions or discussion, then roll call, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Kubaki,
Yes.
Mosley Shelton,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes with 5 yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you kindly. Appreciate your help.
Okay, number 9 is a determination of compliance with the 2010 amendment to the amended North Hammond redevelopment plan for the self-storage RV storage facility at 3518 Sheffield and 345 136th Street.
Good afternoon. Scott Yaney, appearing here this evening for Storage Development Hammond LLC and its principal, Amit Patel. First of all, thank you for the opportunity to appear before you this evening. Mr. Patel happens to be traveling in India right now. I told him I should be able to do this in his stead. I read up, I got a lot of questions that I asked him in the last couple of days, so I think I'll be able to respond to any questions that you may have. Mr. Poland cautioned me to keep it moving tonight, so I will. I don't want to appear rude, but if you want to hear more, let me know. I am here concerning 3518 Sheffield Avenue and 345 136th Street. Neither of those addresses exist now, but we propose that they do. I've given you a map, I've given you a supporting letter depicting where this property is, but it's been an environmentally challenged property for a number of years, and it's got some challenges today. However, I'm hoping you'll think this is a great project for Hammond because Mr. Patel intends to remediate those environmental concerns and has engaged environmental firms and has been working with Mr. Novak to assure that we can get there. And it's not insubstantial, but he has determined that this development would is worth doing that, and I think that would, in and of itself, would be a great benefit to the city. Early on in this project, we walked it out to the redevelopment, or economic development rather, and Juan, and helped us put together a meeting with everybody involved to share some of the details, and so this plan has been, before it got to this point, it's seen a lot of discussion, a lot of refinement. I've engaged and spoken with Ron Novak over a period of months to make sure we're addressing everything that needs to be addressed. But fundamentally, what my client would like to do is develop a Class A boat and RV storage facility. This project would stand to complement the Hammond Marina, and it has and it's to accommodate a recreational lifestyle, boat storage and RV, and there's a substantial market demand. I'll give you a little overview as I move on. But one of the other kind of exciting features is that this project will generate clean energy. The berths for these RVs are all going to have solar roofs. So the idea is to capture and create solar energy on this project, in addition, that will serve the project, but there will be excess energy that can go back on the grid. So that's one of the exciting attributes of this property. This is contemplated to be, I said Class A, I don't use that lightly. There are a lot of attributes to this project that you wouldn't think of necessarily, including when people bring their RVs, there's a lot of transition time, and there are things that they need to do to attend to those. And Mr. Patel has envisioned a center where there will be families, presumably you're going somewhere on a trip and you're getting the RV either wound down at the end or getting it ready to go. But there is areas for families to congregate, family activities. There are dog runs on this property, and then everything that you could imagine to accommodate an RV and make it serviceable, clean it, do all the sorts of things that you would do to maintain this property, valuable property at a high standard. And to do that, Mr. Patel, and he's familiar with this development, understands that he needs to attract a high clientele with valuable equipment that need a place, and there is a substantial demand for that purpose. So that's why there is the dog park. That's why there is a place for family that will include a lounging area and televisions and sorts of things to make it comfortable. The project itself is about a $20 million project, so this is not an insubstantial contribution to the city's tax base. We're, in addition to remediating, an environmentally challenged area, there will be $20 million of capital invested in Hammond. We envision a total of, give or take 100 construction jobs to put this project, together. There will eventually be 6 associated jobs that are contemplated with this development. And one of the things that we were asked about is traffic. Is this going to be a traffic generator? And typically, the industry, you don't see more than an average of about 3 to maybe 10 trips in and out per day. This is not a high traffic generator. Rather, it's where somebody brings in the RV and leaves it there. And so a high traffic day would be, potentially 10 vehicles a day. So this is not a traffic generator. We think that it fits well in that surrounding community. We'll be very adherent to what's going to do. It's going to be lavishly landscaped. Just due to the features, we'll be maintaining existing pond features in that area. It'll be an appearance, and we've tried to give you some sense of some of the early elevations of what they might look like. But this is going to be done with Class A materials. We are in a zoning district that's separated. We have a light industrial zoning district and a C4 for one of our parcels. We envision putting this all together as a one zoning designation, so under the I-1 zoning designation, so that we won't have cross purposes. We're working with Mr. Poland to address all of those issues. There will be a new subdivision plat. We're looking at the number of lots. There will probably be 2 lots because for safety concerns and to have 2 identifiable addresses so that emergency vehicles know that they can come in and out from 2 different locations. We thought that was prudent. And so I think that this offers the community a lot in terms of value, in terms of addressing the issues. Mr. Patel, I think, Mr. Poland's not up here speaking, but I think anybody that has come across him would find him to be found him to be very responsive, very interested in our community, and very involved in this project. He has a substantial background, just a very nice, genuine human being, and I think you all will enjoy getting to know him. Looking at specifically, I was careful to address the objectives of the redevelopment plan. In this case, it's the amended North redevelopment plan for the west of Sheffield sub-area of the North Hammond development area, long for the redevelopment plan. If we look at the objectives of that plan, and I won't take you through all of those right now, there are 11 objectives, and I've cited those on page 11 of my supporting letter. I think we hit 10 of those square on the nose, and the other one probably doesn't apply to us. But I think this is precisely the type of investment that you'd like to see. It will be subject to scrutiny as we move forward through all of the Hammond departments, and we will continue to work and meet any needs that may arise. So hope you'll favorably consider the request this evening.
Yes, a lot of moving parts.
Yes.
One thing, Scott, it sounds like they'll be providing a lot of services then, right? Winterizing and cleaning and...
That's correct.
Well, will there also, I guess, yeah, we hope it does well, and I think it will be in close proximity to the marina. Will there also be where you can maybe store your boats outside too if the facility's full? Is that, where you shrink wrap them and...
Yes. So, most of they're all secure berths, if you will. They're all covered. And then the entire complex is secured on the perimeter and has, restricted access. So that is going to be a feature of this. This is not boats out on a yard.
Okay, good.
And I know we've tried to kind of give you a sense with some of the elevations, but the detail is a little bit hard to see it
Oh,
at
you
this
put
point.
this, it's well together, put together.
Yeah, but you'll see that, that this is a very regulated environment, and you
Okay.
don't get in or out without the proper access credentials.
Okay.
Is this the property near Sheffield Estates and Luke Gas Station?
I'm sorry, is this the, Brian, could you help me?
Yeah, I'm trying to determine the location. Is this near Sheffield Estates, the trailer park, and the Luke Gas Station? It's in the first district.
Yes, it is.
That,
Okay, which parcel, is that the parcel that's been for sale for quite some years?
I don't know.
yes,
Has it
that
been?
part I know. Yeah,
Okay.
and it is, I knew the Luke Gas Station.
Yeah, that would be like 3500 block, well, 3518 Sheffield.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Yaney.
Thank you.
Just gonna bring Brian Poland up to give his overview.
Okay, I think I kind of want to go back to something that you said, Mr. Hoprick, about the boats and the shrink wraps. You know, I think Attorney Yaney said that, you know, they're going to be in these enclosed structures or covered structures, and there's a couple of them that are actually be, you know, for lack of a better word, a garage. So it is probably going to limit the size of the boat. It's going to probably be more RV focus. That's just my observation. But I think the question is worthy of us asking the petitioner as we go forward with this as to, are we going to see sailboats with masts, or do they have to be
Sure.
bent down? I think we need to understand that a little bit better. So I appreciate you kind of picking up on that point.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, I think Attorney Yaney pretty much presented all the details. I don't know if you had any questions from what the further questions? Okay, all right. So, and then, you know, a lot of stuff that I usually say is, you know, tell you where it's in the redevelopment plan, and I think that's already been addressed. But one of the things that I do want to make sure we have a discussion on is that in the 2010 amendment to the plan, there are design guidelines that start talking about having 1/3 of that facade that faces the street being masonry. And preliminarily, what we've seen, that this is a kind of a different types of metal material that is around that self-storage building. So I think that is something that we're going to have to make sure that we discuss with the petitioner, that facade that's going to face Sheffield pick up that requirement of having some masonry in it. That's been pretty much a standard requirement in all of our design guidelines that have come out in the last 20 years, is that we have masonry. The percentages differ in the different plans, but nonetheless, it's a common thing that we've been saying. I mean, if you feel otherwise, certainly we can discuss that, but that's what your plan is saying. With that being said, the staff recommends that the Plan Commission make a determination that the project is in compliance with the North Hammond Redevelopment Plan and the 2010 amendments, subject to, 1, the determination of the 1/3 masonry requirement, the completion of the Plan Commission's approval for a 2-lot subdivision, the approval of the applicable variances for the self-storage building by the BZA, documentation of compliance with the applicable wetlands requirements by Army Corps, IDEM, and IDNR, review and approval of environmental regulations by HDEM and the state agencies if applicable, and of course, the final technical requirements of all the city agencies.
All right, thank you.
Mr. President, if there's no further discussion or questions, I'd like to make a motion for the determination of compliance with the 2010 amendment to the amended North Hammond Redevelopment Plan for the self-storage/RV storage facility, 3518 Sheffield and 345 136th Street. that staff recommends that the redevelopment commission make a determination that the project is in compliance with the North Hammond Redevelopment Plan and the 2010 amendment subject to, that's what I'm subject to, determination of the 1/3 masonry requirement, the completion of plan commission's approval of the 2-lot subdivision, the approval of applicable variances for the self-storage requirement by the BZA, documentation of compliance with applicable wetlands requirements by the Army Corps of Engineers, IBEM, and IBNR, review and approval of environmental regulations by HDEM, and say agencies if applicable, and final technical requirements of city agencies.
Second.
All right, thank you. Motion's been made by Commissioner Myrick, second by Commissioner Talmadge. Is there any further questions or discussion on this project? Okay, roll call then, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Kubaki,
Yes.
Mosley Shelton,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Hopper.
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. Thank you. Okay, number 10 is an approval of Howard's tree service estimate for 1221 Porter Road.
Mr. President, what you have in front of you is an estimate that's HTS 152078. At this time, we're requesting that the commission approve the work performed by Howard Street Service at 1221 Porter Road, the removal of a large fallen tree picked up and hauled away.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Myrick, second by Commissioner Talmadge. That's approval of Howard's tree services estimate for 1221 Porter Road. Roll call, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Kubaki,
Yes.
Mosley Shelton,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Hopper.
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. Okay, next one is very similar, approval to Howard's Tree Services, estimate for 650 Millennium Drive.
Mr. President, what you have in front of you is estimate HTS 152074 in the amount of $1,475 of work performed at 650 Millennium Drive, Hammond, Indiana, requesting that this service estimate be approved for payment.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Talmadge, second by Commissioner Shelton. Roll call, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Kubaki,
Yes.
Mosley Shelton,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Hopper.
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. All right, brings us to number 12, our bills, register of claims.
Mr. President, if there are no questions about the register of claims, I'd like to make a motion to approve the claims beginning with claims dated 5/12/25 and ending with claims dated 7/10/25, claim number R67155 through R67401 inclusive.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Talmadge, second by Commissioner Myrick. That's the register of claims dating May 12, 2025 through July 10, 2025. Claim R67155 through claim R67401 inclusive. Is there any questions on these claims for staff? Okay, then roll call, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Kubaki,
Yes.
Mosley Shelton,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Hopper.
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. Brings us to 13 now, new and unfinished business. Okay, I don't think we have anything tonight then. Number 14 is public comment. I will open that up now. Public comment is open. Public comment is open. If anybody would like to come forward and speak, we usually give you 3 minutes. Okay.
Mr. President, if I can just real briefly, I forgot about two exciting events coming up. Economic Development, along with Mayor, invites the Hammond Redevelopment Commission for a ribbon cutting at Tootie's Chicken and Fish on August 5th at 12:30. The invite will go out. It will be they will have a lunch buffet served. That one's again. It is on August 5th at 12:30. I am finalizing a date for a ribbon cutting ceremony at Swanell, right across the street, for their expansion. Once we have the date and itinerary finalized, I will be sending the invite out to the commission as well. And finally, Economic Development, along with Planning and Development and Commission, we would like to wish the Hammond Redevelopment Commission Council a very happy birthday, David Westland.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Dave. All right. Thank you very much, Juan. 2 more exciting things coming up. Anybody else? Okay, then public comment is closed. Public comment is closed. Public comment is closed. Number 15.
Mr. President, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Can you all signify